we have a battery enclosure that can work with our age span system, but we are also open to sell to different customers for this kind of a system, so they are easier to cooperate with their own system. And this kind of a battery enclosure, we normally call it battery blade because it looks like a blade. And then we have mainly two types. One type is age span B60, which it has 48 volts and 25 Ah LiFePO4 battery, and it has something bigger, which is 48 volts 50 Ah. We like to deploy this kind of battery. We don't like to use the lead acid battery. The reason is, you see, lead acid battery, although you save CapEx, but consider that most of the scenario when we use this kind of system, it's not a UPS scenario. It's normally the solar scenario. If it's solar scenario, you have to, the solar system will discharge and discharge the battery like time by time every day, right? So let's assume that you have used 365 days times per year. Then let's assume that, because normally the lead acid battery only work like 600 cycles, right? So like 1 year and a half something, we have to change the lead acid battery, So consider that many scenario that when you use solar system, it will be in a rural area, because normally our customer is not the civil usage customer, it's an industrial usage customer or telecom usage customer. For their scenario, normally this kind of site is in a rural area. If it's in a rural area, you go to change the lead acid battery, it really is costful. So why not invest some money more in the CapEx for this kind of lithium battery, but you save a lot of money on the OPEX part, because if it's 3,000 cycles, you can use like 4 years and 4 year half something, So you already get your money back, then you provide some service, right? Another thing is there's another kind of lithium battery. It's battery. I don't remember the name. That battery, that kind of lithium battery, the cycles is only like 800 times. So still, it's facing the problem that you have to change the battery like 2 years. But the most important is that kind of battery, the working state is not stable like LiFePO4 battery. So when that kind of a battery, the configuration capacity is higher than 48 volts 48 volts 28 capacity higher, you will have a big risk that you have burn, So that's the reason we don't configure this kind of battery. But right now we are in a world that many providers is not very responsible, so they're providing this kind of secondary battery, lithium battery, higher than 48 volts 28 which I think has a lot of risk. On the other hand, you see that this is how we connect our system. This is kind of an older picture that you can see. We have one power cable, we have one RS-485 interface, let's say a signal interface, to report the battery status to the main blade. But actually right now we merged into one cable, okay? The normal installation is we install like this back to back, okay? So if you want to know more information, welcome to contact us, or you can check our webpage to see this kind of battery blade, okay? Thank you.